Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best guitar amplifiers. Starting at number 5. Marshall Origin 20C. You can't have a list of the best guitar amps and not include Marshall, arguably the most recognizable amplifiers in the world. Of course, we could have chosen a myriad of models to be featured in this guide, but the one that stands out is the Marshall Origin 20C. Marshall fans breathed a collective sigh of relief when the iconic amp manufacturer dropped the Origin series back in 2018. Finally, Marshall was going back to their roots and releasing a no-nonsense single-channel tube amp that was a perfect throwback to their past yet included modern features that players demanded. This mighty amp also features an inbuilt gain boost if you find yourself needing more juice, and also a foot switch controllable FX loop. So if you have an itch only Marshall could scratch, then the Origin 20C might be the best option out there for you. Expression begins with the Origin series. It delivers two distinct voices, a new tilt-tone blend control, power reduction features, and is pedal-friendly. The classically voiced single-channel amps generate rich and harmonic tones that are ideal for players to explore new possibilities and craft their sound. The Origin series has the tone and features for those playing in the bedroom as well as on stage. Coming at number 4. Boss Katana 100 MKI. The Boss Katana may not be the most expensive amp on this list. I mean, there isn't even a tube in sight. But there's a reason it's one of the most popular practice amps to be released in recent years. It sounds fantastic. These days, whether an amp is solid state or tube doesn't really matter all that much. With advancements in technology, digital modeling amps sound better now than they ever have done before, and Boss proves this with the Katana. Hook up the Katana 100 to your PC, and you'll be able to gain access to 60 different additional effects via the Boss Tone Lab. Katana MKII takes the acclaimed Katana guitar amp series to the next level, turbocharging the core platform with more sounds, more effects, and more features. Newly voiced variations are now available for all 5 amp characters, doubling the tonal options. And the onboard effects categories have been expanded from 3 to 5, providing even more real-time processing to choose from. The usability has been ramped up too, with a power amp input for modelers and multi-FX, updated editor software, and many other enhancements. At number 3. Blackstar HT1R MKI. Okay, let's face it, as much as we all love the sound of a tasty set of humbuckers into a cranked valve amp, it isn't always practical, especially at home. For most of us, we turn to a digital modeling amp to virtually recreate the tone we are longing for. But what if you really need it to be valve? Well, in that case, it's best to keep the wattage as low as possible to ensure you get as much natural breakup as possible. And the Blackstar HT1R does this perfectly. This petite combo amp kicks out plenty of gain, natural compression, and the tone you've come to expect from the folks over at Blackstar. 1 watt, all-tube combo amp with reverb. 2 distinct channels with foot switchable voices. USB audio out, headphones out. Studio quality reverb. 1x8-inch speaker, refined boutique styling. Number 2 of my list. Friedman B Mini head. At this point, Friedman has become somewhat of a modern classic with the likes of Jerry Cantrell, Bill Kelleher, and Billy Duffy using the golden-faced amps to devastating effect on stages around the globe. Now, while most of us would love nothing more than playing our Les Paul through a full-fat B100 Deluxe or even a Runt, there is one problem: price. Luckily, Friedman has an incredibly affordable option for those seeking the B-Bark without breaking the bank. This stripped-down amp provides only the bare essentials for quality tone, with a single-channel setup that delivers top-class high-gain sounds, while the tiny footprint, lightweight nature, and 30 W of power mean the B Mini can be used in a myriad of situations, from playing live, recording in the studio, or practicing at home. And number 1. Positive Grid Spark. Hitting the scene in late 2019, the Positive Grid Spark changed the face of home practice amps forever. This unassuming 40W amp may look like all the other practice solutions on the market, but don't be fooled. It's concealing some very advanced technology, powered by the highly revered biased tone engine. This amp is capable of recreating some of the most popular tube amps and effects of all time, and when used in conjunction with the Spark Gap, this plucky little amp becomes the ultimate practice tool. Smart Jam learns your style and feel, generating authentic bass and drums to accompany you. Access to 10,000 plus amp NFX presets on Tone Cloud, powered by Positive Grid's bias realistic virtual tube amps and effects for guitar, acoustic, or bass. Import your music from Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube, and Spark's Smart app will auto-display the guitar chords in real time. Powerhouse 40-watt combo includes onboard tone stack controls, effects, tone starter preset programs, a built-in tuner, tap tempo, and more. Use Spark as your USB audio interface and track your ideas with included PreSonus Studio One Prime recording software. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.